After Nausicaa, the newly formed Studio Ghibli saw success in its second title, or first depending on who you ask, Laputa: Castle in the Sky, another big high-adventure film that had daring action, explorative characters, and a fantastical plot. But the next movie Miyazaki wanted to make was something different, a more down-to-earth, smaller-scale, somewhat charming and humorous children's movie. Ironically, the end result would see the title character taken off and becoming one of the most recognized figures in all of pop culture. But just because something's iconic doesn't automatically make it good. Being good is what makes something good. And thankfully, My Neighbor Totoro isn't just good, it's a passively pleasant experience. The film focuses on a family, namely two sisters Satsuki and Mei, who just moved to the countryside and discovered that their home and the forest surrounding it is the habitat of some cute, charming, harmless spirits, including that of a big, fluffy, sleeping, flying cat thing named Totoro. And that's the movie. It's just the interactions and relationships between the family and the spirits, while also growing up in a new place surrounded by new people in an odd situation. Mind you, this is Ghibli's first slice of life romp, but the signature Ghibliisms in the approach of a low-key life and attitude make it a very modern film comparable to the works they do later on. For what it is, My Neighbor Totoro isn't a substantial film, but it doesn't try to be. The focus isn't necessarily on the story, but rather the atmosphere and environment. I think a lot of people expect this movie to be this hyped up grand adventure like other Ghibli movies and leave either disappointed or pleasantly surprised. For me, it was more of a, yeah, I get it kind of reaction. You can see where a lot of Miyazaki's fluidity in storytelling shines because of how it handles the genre itself rather than the specific elements of a given movie. Like with Nausicaa, it was more about the characters and the war-torn world as it was a cautionary action-adventure tale, while in Totoro, it's more about the peace-of-mind nature of moving and adjusting to a new environment because it's a slice-of-life childhood fantasy. And yeah, let's talk about Totoro. I honestly don't know what I can say about him that many others haven't. It's like talking about Mickey Mouse, he's just such a well-known character that is hard to commentate on. But I will say this, he is a likable character in a likable environment. I'm not sure if the movie's atmosphere benefits from his presence or if his presence benefits from the atmosphere. The two meld together so naturally that accepting him for what he is both easy to believe and fun to believe. And while I don't think he's the greatest Ghibli character, he's definitely one of the most memorable. I mean, his design speaks so much for himself that he doesn't even need lines, just weird growls. The kids are really likable too, having this innocence and childlike wonder in this new place rather than a playful drama sulkiness. And when you put them in this nice environment to explore and exceed their imaginations, it's reminiscent of a nostalgia I think everyone's had at some point in life. You really get wrapped up in the gentleness and whimsy of the film that it's really hard to hate it. I mean, I don't doubt there are people out there who do, but this is a movie unapologetic in how calm, serene, and childish it is, and it's kind of infectious. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it is a damn good one, and that's because of how chill and soothing it all is. Many of the scenes are therapeutic in their own special ways and can honestly stand on their own as nice clips. That scene in the rain I could watch for hours, and the running cat bus and flying Totoro scenes are just so well animated and full of imagination and life, they can de-stress life itself almost immediately. So yes, while I'm sure there are plenty of people who go into the film expecting something great, and there probably will be more in the future, it is, but probably not in the way you expect. My Neighbor Totoro is a pleasant, fun, as real as it can be, flick fit for all ages who want to sit down, watch and relax to a big, lovable character, and the changing lives of a family. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to have an extra umbrella with you for when it comes around.